The very concept of work itself is being redefined. And I'd imagine a lot of people, because of all the economic conditions, don't really have a chance to pay much attention to it. But just having watched the Elon Musk and Jack Ma debate on artificial intelligence, I want to share some of my thoughts with you briefly. So I just finished watching an entire 40-minute session of Elon Musk and Jack Ma over in China. Looks like it was in the last day or two. And the debate was on artificial intelligence and the impact it will have on future employment. And so they answered questions from a list of about 6 or 7 categories, of which there was an audience of people who were curious to find out their thoughts. And, some of the takeaways is how we have two thought leaders, two game-changing entrepreneurs in their fields, defining employment by helping the public, helping their consumers get used to a new way of identifying work. And so, of course, Elon Musk, he's been public before expressing how he's concerned with the threat and the danger that artificial intelligence will have over humanity. Whereas in, Jack Ma, the Alibaba founder and CEO and all that good stuff like that, as he calls it, Alibaba intelligence, he's more optimistic and happy and excited because he sees opportunity for humans to be able to utilize their creativity. So going back and forth, there's a lot of things I took away from it. So I'd encourage you to watch it for yourself. I just want to touch on it because I think it's something that we will unfortunately be addressing within the next decade, especially as this whole economic meltdown continues on. Because one common trend that I noticed after listening to both those gentlemen go back and forth is the very redefining of employment. And so, of course, everyone knows that, we're in a technological age where computers, science, and technology kind of runs things. Elon Musk was saying how, for the most part, we're already somewhat cyborgs because everyone has an additional body part, and it happens to be their cell phone. And so he said, if you leave home without your phone, something's missing. And so he kept mentioning how artificial intelligence will one day outdo mankind and pose a threat to us. And so he suggests his company that he's created, a Neuralink, where it's a way for, as he mentioned, even he compared it to the Matrix, where because of artificial intelligence and robotics and machine learning, as that becomes more predominant, it's going to make man very dumb. And so the way to combat that is to basically be able to upload and program your mind to keep pace with the artificial intelligence and robotics and machine learning, all the things like that. But what I want to get at, and I think this is something that we will definitely be addressing. And I actually mentioned this to one of my children recently on how employment is currently being redefined right now. And it's always good to listen to the people who employ the most people as to how they word it and how they define it. And so listening to both of those gentlemen speak, the word employment or jobs will no longer be. What they're going to try to convince us is that with AI, we can use it to our advantage, which of course we can. But then again, how will mankind relate and find meaning if they don't actually have a chance to do something with their hands to earn something? That's what's being redefined. And so listen to Jack Ma, the word creativity, give humans an opportunity, help them free up time so they can be creative, is what the artificial intelligence is going to be positioned as the primary benefit for humanity. And so even listening to Jack Ma, he was saying his ideal time for a human being to work should be 3 days a week for 4 hours. Outside of that, it's wasting man's time. So, employment. Once this next recession unfolds and goes through its full course, it's going to be a prolonged downturn economically, no matter whether they try to monetize, juice the markets, whatever. There will be more jobs lost in the next 2 to 3 years that will reshape employment. And therefore, that's why Andrew Yang, a lot of people comment, what about Andrew Yang? That's why the socialism movement is taking the lead for the most part in this country as well as around the world and all developed nations, because they're positioning us and grooming us for the opportunity to utilize our creativity. They're basically saying, we no longer really want you to be an employee. We want to give you free money, free this, so you can go create. not really taking into consideration, or perhaps they have, that world economy runs upon consumption. So who's going to be the one consuming? So the objective, it looks like, is to give us an allowance, UBA, and then allow us some time to go create. But once again, as Jack Ma mentioned, one of the biggest problems we have is the education system. Kids don't learn anything that can help them utilize their creativity. And so, how much do you think about this, rather? Once this next recession hits, this country, United States of America, is 70% consumption, which meaning that we're a service sector economy. Everyone here has a degree primarily to work in the service sector of some kind, pushing paper behind a desk, predominantly. Not everybody, but just how majority of this population runs. What happens when those jobs are lost? What will be the next option? So I believe with not only the use of artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics, all three of those areas will be rolled out heavily during this economic downturn as it unfolds, because from a manufacturing and a corporation standpoint, it's cheaper to have machines that don't require benefits, insurance, healthcare, retirement plans, a paycheck. They don't require that. Just need maybe a little bit of oil and tighten up some nuts and reprogram some code. It's cheaper. So what that's going to mean for employment as we know it, I believe, and this is what I was mentioning about talking with my son about how during his generation, there will not be a direct employee to a corporation. There will be a couple people working to oversee the machinery, to oversee the things that machines will not be able to do. But my opinion, moving forward, employment will look like affiliate marketing. And so consumers will basically have a chance to sell their products directly or sell the products of companies directly by cutting out the employment aspect. There will be no need to have people sitting in an office building if, once again, machines are running and doing all the heavy lifting, all the mundane, continuous, thoughtless activity. So more people, there will be millions of people that will be forced into entrepreneurship and affiliate marketing of some kind, whatever it's going to be spun out as. So people will have a chance to actually utilize that UBA while also being able to generate income for themselves based upon their actual contribution. The future of employment is what I'm getting at. In my opinion, would no longer be a person, a single entity paying a person an incentive to stick out, sell, give them their best years of their life with the idea of receiving some type of pension or retirement. We already know pensions are gone, but receiving some type of retirement payout in the future. All that's changing right now. And so I would encourage you guys to take a look at the Jack Ma, Elon Musk video and just listen to those thought leaders discuss the future of employment and even how they use the word jobs. So those two gentlemen themselves, they're not employed. They're business owners. They run things. And by them running things, they're going to always be in the forefront because they are creative. They're innovators. So what that's going to mean is everyone who's watching this and listening to this, these are just things to think about, because if you're dependent upon a job, dependent upon someone else providing your livelihood in the next decade, that is guaranteed to change, in my opinion, because your employer will be incentivized to utilize AI, machine learning, and robotics, and replacing manpower, and then hiring you directly as probably an affiliate of some kind to sell their product, to where, once again, everyone is going to be enforced in some type of sales or entrepreneurship or something like that. So just wanted to share a quick thought. But I think this is something that more people should pay attention to, because right now will be the time to really begin opening up yourself to exploring new opportunities, improving your sales skills, improving whatever it is, whatever niche or area of creativity that you currently have, improving upon that, because it might one day be your livelihood in this next rollout. Because especially if we get a president that is for free everything comes at a cost, which means it's going to be less opportunities to be employed and more handouts and things of that nature, which will mean you'll be defending for yourself and providing for yourself, like the way it should be initially. But anyway, this has gone on too long. Thought I would just share my thoughts. What are your thoughts on this whole employment situation? Do you believe that employment will be redefined or is being redefined, and that more people will probably become affiliates to their current corporations or in their industries or whatnot? Curious to find out what you think. Definitely click that video and watch it below, because it's definitely very informative. More importantly, if you enjoy this, make sure you share this, because a lot of people are not even thinking about this. They think that, the old school model of go to school, get a job, and graduate, and get into the workforce and retire and live happily ever after is going to be the way. I'm sure it's not. But anyway, be blessed, be safe, enjoy your weekend. Thought I would just share this. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think.